welcome to The Real. My name is Kagamin, though in this non-digital world, I'm just Vance. And today I have a new video for you guys, and I call this series, well, video series, I call this series Kagamin's Day Out. And the gist of Kagamin's Day Out is it's basically a day out with me, whether it be me by myself, me with my friend or friends, etc., etc. That's basically the gist of this series. And it is inspired by Tomska's series, Tomska's Day Out, which is a big inspiration of mine. Although my series will definitely not be as all-encompassing as his was, because, oh boy, that guy used to overshare. Then again, so did I. I used to overshare a lot on, like, Instagram or whatever, but, you know, we're getting on a tangent. Point is, today, me and JC, aka my buddy, my best friend in the whole wide world, Jordan Clyne, we are heading up to Baltimore to see the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum, aka the Railroad Museum based in where rail basically started here in the United States, you know, the birthplace of rail. And the Railroad Museum's namesake, the Baltimore and Ohio Railway, was basically the first ever railway in the United States. They invented a lot of practices too, so it's going to be really interesting going up there. It's going to be really interesting showing all this stuff to Jordan, because I've been to this railroad museum many times in my life. I've even had dreams about it, interestingly. Like, I have these like crazy vivid dreams where I would like be taking my friends to the railroad museum, or I would be heading up there with a friend or some other variation of that. Like, I've had a bunch of dreams about this railroad museum, so you know, I guess taking a homie up there is kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. Oh. Sorry for the shitty camera angle, but I think it's going to be really fun taking Jordan up there because, you know, he's very interested in rail history as well. He's sort of new to the scene because, you know, he kind of got into it through me. Jordan was always sort of a history buff, but, you know, this specific part of history, he's gotten really into it through me. So it's going to be really fun going up there with him and seeing him experience it for the first time, and me experience it for the first time on my own, because I've been a few times with my family. So yeah, we're about to head over to Jordan's place, about to pick him up, and then we're gonna make the trek up to Baltimore. By train it's far quicker, but we're driving today, so yeah, I'm really excited to pick up Jordan and show you guys the adventure we're about to have today. There we go. So here he is, JC, Jordan Clyne, and here, of course, is Ardal, who has many things to add, I'm sure.
Dang.
Never gets old, never gets old. But yeah, we're about to hit the road right now.
Baltimore and Ohio.
Yeah, real early. We're gonna beat the traffic. In an ideal world, there would be no traffic to beat, but yeah, it's for another video. Yeah, we're really excited to take you guys on this journey with us. Ardal's really excited. It's gonna be a very fun day. So yeah, anything else to add?
Well, okay then.
Yeah.
So let's hit the road.
Yeah, we'll get instant demonetized. All right, we've made it. We have made it. After the drive, after the trek, Ardal's here. I'm here as well. There's a historic signaling, and there's a plaque right there. That's the main station building itself, and behind it is the roundhouse. There's more stuff back there. And there's Jordan. Very cool shit. Just think, little bro is chilling where the operator would have been all those years ago.
Exactly. I imagine where the tracks were.
Yeah, they probably went really far. I know some of these were like moved when this became a display place, but I'm sure a number of these are originals as well. There used to be way more up front where the actual station building is, but you know, that's where the parking lot is now.
And this particular station was instrumental in freeing the slaves.
Yes, very important point. Very important point. Ooh. here we are.
What's up, y'all? By now you guys have seen all of the pictures we have taken so far. So now we are in a historical lounge car in the Baltimore, Ohio Railroad. Way back then, this used to be the premier place. Further up, there was a colored section. So now, Vance, what do you think?
I really love it, honestly. I love the vibe. I love the refurbishment. It makes me think about how good we used to have it, dude. Because like we missed out on that era, obviously, because we're young. But it's really interesting to actually researching this stuff versus seeing it in real life, and it's just really, really nice. And previously, before we stepped into this lounge car, we were actually in the mail car, right?
Mm-hmm, the mail car.
Yeah.
So when it came to the mail car, we saw a bunch of people and just operators just talking about their experiences just doing the mail car. It was a very hands-on and community profession where people would help each other out just to get everything going on time because they really loved the job. And in the documentary we saw, people were really sad in 1977 when the last mail car rolled out because they loved the job, and many of them said they would still be on that job.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to think about and to really sit down and get into the theoretics when, say it's
really does make you think.
It's a real joke in the railroad community where it's always in the past, this piece of garbage on the side of the rail, it used to be something, but it's not now anymore.
That's all it is when I show you stuff, bro. It's just like, this used to be something a long time ago. This used to be a that.
Well, in America, it used to be something.
Yeah. It isn't completely ancient history. It's more like recent history.
Yeah, 1977. I mean, your dad was probably a male.
Probably, shit. The 70s, he was a teenager. He's like our age. So, yeah, he could have hypothetically done this. Maybe he did. Shit, he did. He got live now.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the things that really stick with me when it comes to the enshittification of American rail is the destruction of the mail car and the passenger rail industry especially, but the mail car really sticks with me because this is really efficient. You just have your mail going through on train and you head to all across the country,
Yeah.
But instead of
a lot of jobs created here. A lot of jobs because you needed someone to sort it, you need someone to do heavy lifting, et cetera, et cetera. Everyone did their part, but this was a lot of jobs. Right?
Yeah, it's a lot of jobs. Like further back in the exhibit, there's a documentary where a lot of older gentlemen was talking about how much they loved working in the mail car and how cooperative and how supportive everyone who works in the mail car is, because it's basically, I don't do anything until you're done. We don't eat until everybody is done, and it's like they love this job and they were really sad.
It's really empowering, honestly, seeing how it brought people together.
Yeah, they were really sad when the mail train was discontinued in 1977.
Yeah, look at it.
That's a long car.
Me, Ardal, and Jordan are here at the Model Railroad exhibit at the Baltimore, Ohio, and I don't think he was there during this time period.
Well, a little bit of a fraud there. A fraudster.
Yeah, I'm not sure James is mainline certified for the Baltimore and Ohio.
And it seems like he's pulling Baltimore and Ohio bags too.
He's got a little caboose in the back as well.
Yeah, with this caboose too.
Yeah, I mean, at least he's being really useful in America. If only he could do that on Sodor, right?
Yeah, I mean that top hat. I hope he doesn't blow any top hats off.
All right, guys, we're here in an authentic as-preserved caboose. There's Ardal, there's Jordan.
Yeah, we saw an amazing thing walking around this entire new part of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. We saw in this cabin right here, we saw an entire model train set, beautiful with chassis system with Baltimore and Ohio. A certain red train character was filling Baltimore Ohio rolling stock. I love when rail fans, they add in Thomas characters inside of their whole sets. It's like really endearing. Further back, we also saw cryo cars, just looking at in like authentic milk bottles, looking like how the cryo cars was looking like back in the day with real blocks of ice, and further improvements when they had whole refrigeration, air conditioners. And further back, we saw the theater car where they posted theaters, I guess.
Yeah, and it had examples of, it had the map in there and had the examples of like different stuff that would be in different trucks, like the gondolas, the boxcars, the tankers, etc.
Yeah, and then right next to the theater car, there was a really good exhibit about the cafe cars and how hard it was to actually cook when the train is moving like 85 miles per hour and all the rickety rocketing. Of course, they're also talking about how African Americans face discrimination when it came to working inside as Pullman porters because they were all called the name George. A little counterintuitive because, you know, white people thought themselves better, but they were calling black people white man, whatever. But the founder of the sleeper calls was George Pullman, so they just called all black people George to just not learn their names. And black people just had to basically suck that up or else they would lose their job. So that's a real good part of history when it comes to working as a Pullman porter. Seems like the racism doesn't make any sense because, you know, they had minstrel shows there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, white people dressing up as black people, even though they deem themselves better than black, it doesn't make any sense at all. But
yeah, that's whack.
Right now we're sitting inside of Caboose. You hear some audio provided by Edward J. Lombardi. And this is where the back of the train, this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, this is where the conductor would be. This is where they would change crews. The spare crew would be in here. And they would do paperwork in here too.
Yeah, and it looks like there was a bed back there, so I'm guessing this is where people would like have a little bit of a sleep.
Oh yeah. It's where that spare crew would sleep, where everyone else would sleep. They got a little, you know, to keep us warm as well.
Yeah, they'll get a little boiler in case someone wants to cook something. I don't know how accurate it is, but when I played Red Dead Redemption, there was always a guard back there at the caboose, like having a gun and guarding any other people who would like come. I don't know how accurate that is. Tell us in the comments how accurate this is. But this part of the exhibit at the Baltimore and Ohio Museum in Baltimore, Maryland is amazing. I really like it.
It's thumbs up for me.
What about you, Arnold? Well, okay then.
Yeah.
We're back. Here at the Baltimore, Ohio Museum. If you exit out the roundhouse, you'll head to this very nice full-length exhibit of trains, shunting, and just moving around this entire system that they crafted. I really like systems like these as a kid, whether it been for trains or just modeling houses or modeling roads. I actually used to have one of those rugs as a kid, you know, those big rugs that you put your car on. I love those rugs. I love those rugs as a kid. But I really like systems like this, especially because it's just seeing things moving and seeing things like how it looks like from a top-down view. It's really so, I would say, humbling, because you can just see how everything works in tandem and how everything should work and how efficient it is when it works properly. So,
yeah, it's just really, really beautiful. A lot of work went into this. The scale of these trains, I believe, is G scale, garden railroading type stuff that you would see in like a backyard and stuff. I would love to have something like this in like me and you's future house in the future, because it's just such a fun hobby and it's such a cool thing. See all the little houses and the flowers and little switchers like that, little shunters like that. It's really fun to see it all working together. And there's little buttons right here to control the trains as well, so that's really cool.
it's really nice. It's really quite quaint. I feel like having like a foggy day, like a nice misty morning, and this would just look amazing.
Oh yeah, it would.
Yeah, I just really love stuff like this. There's also an exhibit in DC in the DuPont Circle in the historically queer neighborhood where it has like a very mini version of this around a tree. That's also
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. I love that place.
It's also very beautiful. Is he historically accurate, Mr. Miller?
Sure, I guess. Yeah, he has my seal of approval.
Yeah, he's sleeping on the job. I think when the controller comes up and see him sleeping like that.
Yeah. Fired immediately.
Yeah, wouldn't be good. Roundhouse, if you walk all the way over here, you would reach the end of our exhibit. But as Vance said,
The story continues.
The story does continue. The tracks may end, but the story didn't. And Vance, tell them about CSX blocking that very historical train all the way over there.
Of course. So way back there is a GG1 locomotive that was previously owned by the Pennsylvania Railroad. It pulled a mail train called the Federal. A lot of you guys know way more about that than I do. But yeah, that GG1 very famously crashed through a station. And at some point it was salvaged and it was up for preservation. But it was not the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum, which we're currently at. It actually did not want the GG1, but the GG1 ended up in its hands and it was placed over there near their workshops. However, CSX blocked many attempts to move the locomotive So now it's just kind of sitting over there rotting, which is really unfortunate because it's a very historical locomotive. The GG1s are one of my favorite locomotives of all time, one of the greatest electric locomotives of all time, and I do hope one day that GG1 over there can end up in better hands and actually be preserved and cosmetically restored, because it's just such a waste to have it way back there. You can't even see it from where we're at. Like, I'm just gesturing, but it's somewhere back there.
It really goes to show, even though we're in the Northeastern Corridor, which has a lot of progress when it comes to bringing back rail to the U.S., it just goes to show that these freight companies who control the majority of the U.S. still have egos as big as the sun and just gonna deny stuff even when it has no reason to be denied. I mean, it's nothing, there's no reason for them to deny bringing it over here. They just don't want to because they can.
It's frustrating.
That mentality will have to change if we ever want to come back to where we used to be. When we are at the end of the road, we can see some Baltimore and Ohio lounge cars. Well, not specifically lounge cars, but cars where people used to reside.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have a nice little American style parking lot. I mean, you can rarely see those around here. American style parking lots are very rare here.
Rare.
And further back there, you still can't see it. It's that old GG1.
Yeah, way back there. And the tracks actually keep going, contrary to popular belief. They go all the way up back here. They connect back up with the main line where the CSX trains operate. And it actually connects all the way up to the Carrollton Viaduct. I'm sure I'll flash up a picture, which is still in service and operated by CSX. It's one of the oldest viaducts in this region. And it's a very impressive one, which I would love to see in person one day.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we just saw outside. This is also the scale which they shot the original tank engine on. This scale. And there's also this scale right here, which is over there. And then we have other scales. Z scale, the smaller scale, O scale, N scale. It's quite a beautiful, different types of model trains. It's very nice.
Not train related, but this graphic is very nice.
Oh, this graphic is amazing.
I love this graphic. I love how it starts like from a stop, and then it goes all the way in it.
Yeah. That's a really nice design carriage as well.
Phase 2 carriage.
Yeah, and phase 4 behind it, phase 2 again. That's actually one of my favorite locomotives of all time, the AM7.
It is an electric train, but you know, there's no one to talk about it.
Yeah, just imagination, okay? Imagination.
You want to know something crazy though?
What?
On this railroad, the original pioneer horse from way back in the day is on this railroad.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, and he's still alive.
He's still alive. He's just a little thing.
Yeah, he's winning the race actually.
This exhibit's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. This is the real American dream.
You know, a park. Honestly, a park right in the middle of a nice get together here.
Yeah, near a station actually, because that house is a station. So he's got a little Bud car parked on this siding.
This is what MAGA don't want you to see. Right? this is the dream that they don't want. That's why they always want to go back to the 50s after trains were gutted.
Mm-hmm. The room where no one can whisper.
Exactly.
That being said, this room must have been deafening with the steam engines in all operation.
Yeah, it must have been, like, noise pollution must have been out of 10, but, you know, they didn't have noise pollution or OSHA laws back then, so it was like, oh, Curly, you said your ears hurt? Oh, just suck it up, man. Or something like that. But the real cool thing about this round table house, guys, if you ever come to the Baltimore and Ohio Museum, is that from the very center where me and Vance are at, if you talk, there's an echo. So the Fat Controller can hear you from all the way across into their office.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to talk bad about him. The Pioneer.
I mean, look at this, man. We are in the GOAT right now. This is
We're in the GOAT, the greatest engine of all time. It wasn't even an engine.
The greatest engine of all time. Wasn't even an engine. It was a horse. Pioneer started everything that Baltimore, Ohio did. They were like, starting out, they were like, these roads are super raggedy. So how about we make a dedicated road where the horses can go on and they can stop the carriage shaking by adding rails.
Yeah, some sort of railroad?
Interesting. Little did they know the aura that would come out of it.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna lose a war. Never gonna turn around. Never gonna let you go.
Guys, we're back. We just got finished looking at all the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum exhibits, inside and outside. So, Jordan, what'd you think?
I think that this is an insight into history. When you're going through these exhibits, if you guys choose to come, which you should, when you're going through these exhibits, you see a bunch of past progressions when it came to railroad. You see a bunch of innovations when it comes to the railroad. And when you start to juxtapose that against what we have today, it's just a sad sight. You see mail train, you see cafe car, you see all of these different things that coalesced into a big efficient system that really helped America grow when it came to World War I and World War II, when the railroads were nationalized. And when you looked at here today, you see some scrap on the side of the road.
Yes.
You see politicians debating over to put a station right here when you just could have just put the station there.
Yeah. I mean, look at the building behind us. That encapsulates the previous era perfectly. Like, it's so big, it's so grand, it's so well designed. It was made to last.
Yeah, and when you go inside this, you just feel a sense of wow. Just look what happened. Look what used to be, and you just get sad all over again.
Yeah, nuts. But yeah, that's this part of the tour for you guys. Ardall's down there. We're about to continue our day out, and we'll fill you guys in
With WMATA.
Yes. We just ate here in Baltimore at the IHOP.
At Lando Station.
Yeah, former station, I'm sure. But yeah, we're on our way to Glenmont Metro Station now. It's about a little over half an hour, and then we're gonna get the rest of the stations on that line.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Ardall, you okay back there?
He hasn't put his on his seatbelt yet.
Yeah. He will later. Don't worry, you guys. Don't worry.
Transition.
Okay, we're back. We made it.
Yeah, totally didn't fall asleep in the car, guys. We were all awake. We were all wonderful that wonderful drive all the way here to one of my favorite stations, Glenmont Station on the Red Line. This is probably one of my favorite stations because it's just so nice to look at. Like, you see those graphics and that nice little mosaic on top of the station that reminds me of our middle school. I'm not saying it. I thought I was gonna say it. But our middle school, where it has that nice mosaic all around it. It's a very nostalgic feeling for us.
It is very much so. We're about to hop on the Red Line train heading down because we're going to get the rest of the Red Line stations that we haven't gotten yet on our little mini Pylon-Palooza chart. And we'll update you guys as that journey progresses. We're about to go now and leave our car in the Kiss and Ride because it's free on weekends, which is wonderful.
It's about to be a wonderful time. WMATA forever.
Basically on the train now. A lot of stuff going on in the Red Line, but very excited. And we're in the older car, which we are both big fans of. Yeah.
When it comes to WMATA, the older cars are better. You look at the chairs. These chairs are like they're cushions. It gives you a nice mud roof. And you look up, it has mood lighting, not disgusting fluorescent lighting from over there. Ew.
But yeah, the train's gonna take off soon, and then we're gonna head down over here to the stations that we haven't been. Well, we've been to them, but like we haven't taken a picture of the pylon yet.
And the most important part for why these are the better cars is because they have the iconics.
Doesn't get any better than that. Oh. So good, we'll have to hear it twice. Ardall sitting on the chair like a beta when he could be sitting on the slab.
The slabs on the underground station. Now, it's not a joke. The slabs are actually way more comfortable.
Yeah, and they stay cool.
And they stay very cold. Like I don't know what type of rock they are, the granite marble slab, but those slabs, and they're nice, really form-fitting on the butt.
Yeah, they're really not. They're really good padding, despite being a block of stone.
I'm saying it, man. This slab is actually really comfortable.
Slab's goated. We might have gotten caught in the storm just a little bit.
Yeah, roll the clip.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not fun. That was not fun.
it's a little rainy out here, but honestly, jokes aside, the rain is really nice. It adds to the environment. I mean, look at this view.
Yeah, the view is actually quite nice. I'll show you guys right now. Hopefully you guys can see. There's not too much rain being pelted against you, but the view is actually quite nice. And
beautiful out here.
The station's quite nice too.
I actually quite like the rain, both indoors and outdoors, like the rolling winds and the pelting water. It's actually quite nice, but it is kind of crazy when it's like pelting in your face.
Dude, roll the clip again, CJ.
Roll the clip.
Oh shit, was that my glasses? No! My glasses fell.
Former and forever Piston Cup champion.
Currently at Metro Center, sitting on the famous slab that we were just talking about.
Very comfortable, very cool too.
Yeah, it's very comfortable, and the trains come very frequently through Metro Center.
So currently we are filling up our big WMATA pylon plan by getting all pictures of the pylon, and then after this station we're gonna head up all the way towards the
Friendship Heights,
the stop end before Red Line, because they're redoing parts of the Red Line station. We're gonna head up all the way there. We're gonna head all the way back.
It's gonna be nice. You guys stay tuned.
Guys, it's like a break.
Yeah, these seats aren't really the craziest, but we just finished Friendship Heights, which is the last station we're able to access on the WMATA network for now, on the Red Line. And now we're about to go back down to get all the ones we missed, basically everything between Friendship Heights and DuPont Circle, and then we also have to hit Farragut North because we missed that one. And then from there, we're heading back to, heading all the way back to Glenmont where the car is, yay, and we're gonna hopefully see Sylvie, hopefully.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, these seats are not comfortable at all.
Yeah, they're actually just this metal bit, pretty sure.
I mean, are you there? Well, you heard from him, guys.
Yeah.
These seats are not good.
Exactly. But we're heading off now. We're about to tick off the next few stations, which you guys will see now.
Move to the center of the car.
Good.
America 250. I think it was a little too exciting for America. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that graffiti, man.
Yeah. The graffiti adds another layer of character.
Graffiti's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. You're a fake rail fan if you're anti-graffiti. The way the sun looks on the rain too. It's nice. We made it back, all the way back from Friendship Heights to Glenmont.
This time, no one fell asleep on the train.
This time,
no one fell asleep.
Yeah, that was overall really good. I really like Red Line. I really do. It's the first line for those of you who aren't in this region or just don't know. It's the first line, the oldest line, and it's honestly overall a very good line. The parts in DC and the parts outside of, we can't really judge the other ends. That's like in the other part of Montgomery County? Montgomery County? Yeah. We can't really judge the ends because those stations are closed right now. But based on what we've seen of the inner city train and the part out here near Glenmont, it's honestly a pretty good line. And this is a great station. So yeah.
I would say that it's mostly underground stations due to it being in the heart of DC.
Yeah.
But the outskirts stations are really beautiful. And a big thing I like about these outskirts stations is the slab, of course.
The
Put it on the
slab.
screen.
Yeah.
The slab. And the fact that Red Line comes fast. Like every 3 minutes, every 5 minutes, that
the
train
busiest
is
on the
coming.
network.
That train is coming. So I really do appreciate that about Red Line. But all in all, love the station. I love the experience. Love the train rides. It's just Red Line is just a really nice line to ride on.
Yeah, it's really great. Really excited to do our line-by-line tier list whenever that is, because we have a lot of opinions on a lot of these lines we've been on. Yeah.
Line-by-line analysis, too.
Yes, exactly. It's going to be a lot of fun. But right now that we've wrapped that up, we're going to head back to our neighborhood and meet up with, hopefully we'll meet up with Sylvie. Hopefully. That would be great. And we're going to catch up with you guys later, because we're about to get back on the highway, unfortunately.
Peace.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? So we are currently on the Beltway. For reference for people who are new to this area, the Beltway is a big highway loop that surrounds the entirety of DC, and it's really how residents of DC or residents of the suburbs surrounding DC really get around the region. It's a really reliable highway, but since people constantly use it, you can see in front of us that big old traffic jam because people constantly use the Beltway.
And people are constantly merging onto it.
Exactly. This is the reason why loop lines like Boop, like the Bloop and the Poop will be amazing, because if the Purple Line had a gigantic loop that spanned around WMATA, most people wouldn't really use the Beltway because they would save money on gas and of course on travel times by just using the Purple Line. So it'll be much more reliable, which will really free up the Beltway and Bloop, because if people had a dedicated blue line loop around the area, they wouldn't really need to get to the National Harbor by driving on the Beltway. They could just use the blue line. So
FYI, driving the National Harbor is terrible.
yeah,
So,
it's awful. So especially if you're like heading to the Tanger outlets at like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Horrible. But yeah, this is the Beltway, y'all. This is the Beltway. Nice and slow.
I love how the traffic started. Like I told Jordan to film some B-roll for us, and the moment the camera turns on, the traffic starts. So that's just great.
Yeah, this is very nice. I mean, just one more lane. We just need 16 lanes like Texas, or even 18 lanes like Florida. We just need one more lane. Just one more lane.
Answer, dude. Right.
Attention please. A train is approaching. Please stand back from the yellow line.
Take me on a train.
Attention please. A train is approaching. Please stand back from the yellow line.
Ooh, that's tough.
Attention please. A train is approaching.
Our beautiful.
Please stand back from the yellow line.
Oh wait, is that?
Attention please. A train is approaching. Please stand back from the yellow line.
What is up, guys? We're back.
Hours later.
Hours later. I really hate to do this trope because one thing I hate in like vlogs is like when they're like, okay, we're gonna vlog this day, and then it hard cuts to them hours later. So we kind of didn't film anything. I hate that trope, but we're doing it now because we did see Sylvie.
We did.
Yeah, we couldn't. We couldn't film because she was at her place of work, which we're not gonna dox her. You know.
Yeah, so we can't really film her, but we did meet her. We did have an amazing time, and now we're at the outro.
Yeah, we're at the outro. We're at a New Carrollton station, one of our favorite stations on the WMATA network, you know. Look around.
Here.
Yeah, beautiful art behind us right there. Yeah.
I actually got a photo of Vance, put it on the screen. I got a photo of Vance. Oh, right here. Very amazing artwork here.
Yeah,
done
great
by
artwork.
a artist that has their act right over there.
Yeah, we'll be sure to include that somewhere on screen. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this Kagamin's Day Out. I had a lot of fun with Jordan at the museum and etc. and otherwise. Let us know what you want to see next. We're definitely going to do more of these. Sylvie's going to be joining us on future ones, as well as our other friends, you know. So yeah, I guess we're going to close out.
Yeah, let us know at any type of place in Maryland you want us to go to, or maybe not even a place in Maryland, a place in Virginia. Really, Maryland, Virginia, D.C. area, that's where we stay. That's where we're going to
Yeah, we're DMV people.
We're
you know,
DMV
Northeast
people.
Corridor.
This is where home is. So tell us any place in this area that you want us to tell. Of course, all three of us, including our dog. So tell us any place in this area you want us to explore, and we'll explore. We'll head out there and we'll see what this is like. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Any closing thoughts, Ardo?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been a little problematic today.
Yeah. So I just dropped Jordan off back home. I'm sitting in the parking lot in my car. I'm about to go back inside. I just let my parents in because they were locked out. But, you know, the video starts with just me and it ends with just me. Because like the real life of Kagamin, when the curtains fall and the actors take their bow, it's just me at the end of the day. And I wanted to leave you guys with a note. I'm not going to make this too long, but you know, I had a really great conversation with Jordan JC, who is truly one of my most beloved, maybe the most beloved person in my life, truly, because, you know, I've known him since we were 4 years old. He's my very best friend. We've had our falling outs and differences over the years, phases, but, you know, all in all, we're people that really care about each other, and it really means a lot to me that he went on this trip with me today, because, you know, he loves trains. He loves transit like I do. You know, they're passions of his, but, you know, he learned from me that I shared with him, and they became his passions, and that's kind of a beautiful thing, because he really did the same thing for me. He had an affinity for reading and researching, and that rubbed off on me. You know, I always loved, you know, researching, getting knowledge and stuff like that, but Jordan was the one who really hammered that into me. And he also hammered in a lot of health stuff into me, you know, like really doubling down on my water drinking, really doubling down on, you know, certain things I want to do, introspection, ideologies I have, stuff we're going to talk about on the channel. But, you know, I just wanted to come on here and close off with a note, which is, if you really want something, you have to do it. And I know that might sound like a pseudo-intellectual thing to say, like, oh, duh, you know, you're thirsty, drink water. But, you know, to me, it really is deeper than that, because I am doing YouTube for fun, obviously. I don't get paid at the recording of this video. I don't get paid for anything I do, but I do have aspirations to one day get paid for this, you know, one day get paid to make YouTube videos. I've loved YouTube since I was like 5, maybe even earlier. I was one of those really early. I was on YouTube before it was even an app. You know, I was on YouTube back when it was only a computer thing, like when the UI looked completely different, you know. I was watching Thomas the Tank Engine videos, Minecraft videos, all that, you know, and rail fanning videos too, you know. I'm a multifaceted person, and this is what I really want to do. I really want to make videos for you guys, make videos for me, make videos for my friends, and I want to grow as a person, and there's so much I want to do, and I reaffirm it to myself every single day. And, you know, every day recently, I've been asking myself, do I still want to do this? Do I still want to be Kagamin Kawa? Do I still want to make Kagamin's Wonderland, my other channel, where I do Thomas the Tank Engine videos? Do I still want to be Real Life of Kagamin, this channel, where I plan to do videos like this and other sort of things? And I know this video is going to vary a lot in tone, but that's kind of the real life of Kagamin, the real life of Vance. My life, everyone's life varies in tone. You know, one minute you're laughing, one minute you're giggling. Next moment, you know, you're having a serious talk with your homeboy. You know, that's this type of shit that goes down around here. And I want to keep it real with you guys and leave you guys off on the note that if you want to be something, you got to like fully commit to that. You got to really ask yourself if that's what you really want and if that's what you really need for your soul. And for my soul, I need to be Kagamin Kawa. I love being Kagamin Kawa. And Kagamin Kawa is sort of just an umbrella term related to Lucky Star, an anime that I liked when I was, a teen, whatever, or younger teen. But it's a catch-all term for this internet persona I've created. And it's also a catch-all term for the stuff that I do on here. Kagamin's Day Out, Real Life of Kagamin, Kagamin's Community Analysis, which you'll see soon. I love what I do. I love my friends. I love myself. I'm learning to love myself each day. I'm learning to overcome things. But the bottom line is, I want this really badly. I want to do this YouTube thing. I want to do it authentically, the real, the right way. No AI, no clickbaity bullshit, no inauthenticity, no worrying about demonetized. I want to make art that moves me. But I also would love to someday make this source of income for me, because it's rough out here in America. There's places that have it much worse, but it's rough out here. The political situation, it's always been rough, but now that I'm actually an adult, it affects me. When I was a kid, I was sheltered. Most kids have the luxury of being able to just ignore the stuff going on, because you're just a kid, you're innocent, you're doing whatever, that's normal. But when you grow up, 18, 19, 20, 21, further, I face reality, and reality hit me hard. But these YouTube videos, what I do, makes me really happy. And days like this, spending quality time with my best friend in the whole wide world, who I love so much. He doesn't know about this part of the video, but I love you, Jordan. And I love you who made it this far in the video. And I love every aspect of what I do. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. And I really hope you enjoyed the real life of Kagamin, because this is me. This is authentically me. There's no fancy outfit. This is just how I dress, okay? I dress like this because I wanted to. I would have still dressed like this if there was no cameras. But, there's no fancy outfit, no fancy lighting. I'm just a man in his car. Well, my parents' car. It's not my car. Who had a fun day exploring transit and nerding out with his best buddy in the whole wide world. And now I'm about to go inside, get clean sleep, edit this video tomorrow. It will come out whenever. If you're seeing this, it means that, it came out and I didn't die. But I love you guys. And if there's something you want to do, just do it, and be true to who you are. Be true to who you are, no matter what that is. Be true to what you want to do. Be true to your values. Don't settle. Please don't settle. You're way better than that. Don't settle. Chase your dreams. Advocate for yourself. Advocate for others. And be intentional about everything you do. I love you guys. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.